I don't think it's going, man. I still don't like the light. It's still. Check it. Oh, there it is.
Quiet on the air, man.
Let me quiet on the air.
Action. Take 2. Action.
I'm gonna wait for some folks to come in.
We can't be going through all these takes.
But we're not doing all these takes, man. Medina, what's up? All right, you guys. I am waiting for about 90 people. I'm gonna wait for 90 people, and we're gonna start this question. Not a question answer. It is It's an email from a client, and I'm going to talk about the email together. So if Hazel Y is out there, Hazel Y, that's really, what are you doing, man?
What?
You just got hair all over here. Back on up over there. I cannot. You guys have no idea what it's like to work with David. What are you guys up to, man? What are you guys up to? Don't rip the picture, please. We got a gift we're going to open up. He's doing a quick check. David, that's too... David, stop, man. Look at what he's doing over here with his razor blade. Who taught you to do the razor blade like that?
That's how you use it.
No, that's not how you use it. No, that's not how you use a razor blade.
Can you stop?
That's not right. That's not how you use the razor blade. You know, that's not how you use a razor blade. It'll crack it. Don't do. What are you doing with your eyeballs? Wear some safety glasses.
Give me
Let me see this. Let go. This is not how you use a razor blade. There's one at a time, one strand at a time to be exposed.
Oh, is that why those?
And then you lock it into place right there.
Oh, is that what that does?
It's over. It's over, man. It's just over.
What?
Oh my goodness, you guys.
What contraction is this?
Okay. Stupid Jason, for real.
I'm kidding you.
Stop.
Guys.
You're not even looking at you cutting, and you're going to cut yourself. This is why he does not groom animals. Okay. Please smash the like button while we wait for just a few more people to kind of come on before I start the live. I'm going to go through this email and break it down. So you'll hear me read the email, and I really want to answer some questions that this lady asked, and then let you know what people tell me about and where I learn things from you, from your stories. I have not made and have a lot of time on my hands to do these every day, but if I could, we would probably have about 2,000 little sessions like this. I mean, lots of emails come through, your stories come through. I respond to you guys out there. I just don't always do it on a live scenario. So smash the like button for me. We've got 25 likes so far. All of you who are writing and chatting and stuff, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of what I do. I would love to answer your questions over there to the right, but I can't right now. I'm going to focus kind of my answers on this email. Otherwise, we'll be here for a few hours, and I don't have that time today. So I'm waiting for just about, and I want to hopefully say 90 people to like get on before we start the conversation. So I have 3 dogs, and what's up, Epic? I have 3 dogs, and we just did a live session, last night with all the dogs on there. So if you missed that, go find it. Let me see. What is it? What did you? She said, I'm going to mail you a picture. I think she drew it.
She did do it.
She did. Ooh, we got a gift. He said, Dee Dee, I'm going to open it.
I'm just impressed by how she shipped it, man. It's pretty impressive.
Well, then don't scratch it up or put your fingerprints on it.
I would have never thought.
Don't put your fingerprints on it.
To just take 2 boxes and do this.
Oh.
It's actually just boxes.
How much was that to ship?
I'm not sure. First class though.
Oh, you can't tell?
It's just 2 pieces of cardboard.
All right, 78. We're almost at 90. Smash the like button, please. Can I show him now?
Yeah.
Oh, I could do this opening. See all his hair?
PG,
See all
you
his
guys.
hair you blew over here?
Viewer discretion's advised.
No, it is it?
I'm kidding.
So Sheila S. out of Oregon, she's emailed me and she said, Dee Dee, I'm going to send you a picture. And it looks like she drew it. David said it's good to go to show.
It's amazing.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Here we go.
Watch out with that.
What? Yeah, I know. It's not on there. Her address is not on there. We had, stalker activity with addresses, so we don't want that. Yep, Sheila S. signed it, so I know she drew it. So let me see. It looks like a letter's here first. I'm not going to look at the picture. I love surprises, so I'm kind of waiting. The paper is so soft. She wrote some stuff here. Her handwriting is really nice. Look at, I can barely just show you. Her handwriting's so beautiful.
Can you show her the handwriting?
You can show that. Hi, Dee Dee and David. I had such a good laugh listening to you and David laughing when Brownie tried new shoes. So I drew this little memory cartoon for you. The board can be trimmed for inexpensive framing, or you can use it for any fun reproductions like note cards, etc. Hope you the best, Sheila. So Sheila, I would imagine she's an artist, but Sheila, if you want to put your comments down below, if you are an artist, please feel free to put your email and stuff down below when you watch this. So hopefully Sheila does watch this because it doesn't say anything about Sheila on the ad. Oh, this is great. Did you guys, how many of you guys out there saw Brownie trying on shoes at the house?
I'm putting the link now.
Are you? For what, Brownie?
That's impressive though. Did you show me?
I haven't showed it yet. I'm waiting because I can't see what you're doing right now. So how many of you guys saw Brownie with his new shoes, putting the shoe? You know why we did that? Because he runs around in the mud when it's rainy. And I literally during winter washed him like 3 times a day. He would come in and he was all muddy and he felt bad. And I mean, he had a lot of mud. Did you guys see that video? If not, David's going to plug it right now on the chat. But if you did see that video, this is what she drew. And I love it. Sheila, this is awesome. Look at Brownie running around with his shoes on. Woo! It does look a lot like Brownie, a little narrower on the face, but I think the brown aspect needs to get in there. Look at his body and stuff. It's so gorgeous, man. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Sheila. I am actually going to contact you. I'm going to put you to work because I've been wanting to do comic strips, and I have a bunch in my head. But I can draw too, but I don't have the time. And so if I can give you some of the stuff I want to do, maybe you and I can make some money and get it into some newspapers and our own little comic strip stuff and postcards and stuff. Isn't this gorgeous, you guys? This is really cool, man. I just am really impressed. I love it. Yeah, it's gorgeous. You guys have to see Brownie, man. He was a goof. He was walking around like a freaking kicking his feet up in the air. It was hilarious.
Hey, you noticed that was Brownie, man.
Did you notice that was Brownie? I should put this like this.
I thought it was a bull, honestly.
I think it's like this.
No, I see it. That's so good, man. Look, you cannot mess up. I already know what type of like.
I'll take these new bravuras that we got. We got the new Clipper bravura. We'll be selling those.
How do you do that, man?
It's a special pin. All right.
Like you cannot
Isn't that
mess
beautiful?
up.
All right, we're gonna do some business, Sheila, for real. Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it. It took time, love, and I really appreciate
I'm gonna go
it.
show it to Brownie when I get home.
Stupid, we're leaving it here, man, so I can look at it every day when I'm doing.
Man.
All right, you guys, 57 likes, so smash the like button. We have up and down 100 and something people. I thought I saw 100 already. So make sure you smash the like button for me right now before we get started. And I'm going to go ahead and start reading the email that I got from Hazel. And I got this email yesterday at 9:52 p.m. And I haven't replied. I'll stop moving around. I haven't replied to her yet, so I hope she sees this. And pretty sure she wanted me to kind of tell you guys because there's some things she said. So here we go. It says, hi, Dee Dee. I'm a fan from watching your YouTube videos based in Canada. So another Canadian. What's up, Canada? Recently, my dog went through a very stressful time at a grooming salon to the point of vomiting and diarrhea. He has anxiety and bad experiences. Thank you, Charlene. Thanks for the donation. Woohoo! Woohoo! Thank you so much. He has anxiety and bad experiences with grooming in the past, but the groomer did not understand and treated my dog as a monster, both physically and verbally. It was very It was a very unpleasant experience for both of us. My dog has always been nervous about grooming ever since his first few experiences. Despite them being reputable salons, he still came back stressed, depressed, and many times with cuts. His most recent groomer, with all her derogatory remarks and insistence on the craziness of my dog while comparing him to all the other perfectly calm ones, made me come to the conclusion that I can no longer rely on retail or groomers branded as award-winning, this is her parentheses, okay, etc., without thorough research and proof of them or their company caring for each dog/client and understanding each dog's needs. My dog had comments from groomers before that he gets nervous and occasionally nips. Our favorite groomer, that's why I got my business name, my favorite groomer, our favorite groomer, who was also a trained specialist, who unfortunately moved away, also said that my dog nipped but never fully bit her or attempted to hurt her with that intention or aggressiveness. In contrast, the recent groomer completely blamed my dog, referred, named, and described him as an object and a crazy one at that. I also could tell somewhat afterwards from his behavior that with her, he was more aggressive than he ever was at a grooming session. Sorry for my ranting. The truth is all I wanted to say to you as a fan. What? Okay, so the truth is all I wanted to say to you, and then maybe a comma, as a fan was, okay. Watching your videos made me see that aggressive dogs in grooming is more common than I/one would think, but it shouldn't be something to fear. I love and appreciate your approach in remaining calm and being accepting or understanding of that behavior while doing your work professionally till the end. Watching your videos, especially about grooming more aggressive dogs, made me relax and find peace from that horrible grooming experience. By she misspelled it. By knowing, okay, hold on, back up. Made me relax and find peace from that horrible grooming experience by knowing, okay, she put now knowing, by now knowing for sure what that groomer did and the method she approached the situation was wrong. And I don't need to keep blaming and hating myself for what happened to my dog. Then she says advice. Advice question. Now I'm thinking of grooming my own dog myself, and I'm looking at a bunch of videos first before trying anything. Do you think it's a bad idea? That's our first question. So we got a lot of history, right? The dog's been, I would still say aggressive. Nipping is biting, biting is nipping. There's no difference. If I'm going to use teeth to correct somebody, that's either nipping or biting. Biting is nipping. How hard, how much, it's still biting, it's still nipping. It still needs to be done away with if possible. So training the dog to stop nipping and biting and all that, it comes with daily, for my opinion, daily walking of the dog. And when the dog is nipping and biting, you're going to immediately correct either with a quick pinch or a and then tug on the leash. Leash around the neck, not the body, not using a harness, use a collar, okay? So I might even say, hey, if you can't get a hold of control on that animal, nipping and biting for anybody, because I'm going to go into it. The rest of her email keeps going. She said he might even bite her. So if that's the case, I would say you need to have a collar and a leash, not a harness. And I would have that dog beside me every day on that collar and leash for about 2 weeks. This is my thing. 2 weeks by my side, obeying me with the leash and collar. He is not going to nip me. He's not nipping my friends. He's not nipping someone walking in the door. He's not nipping the other dogs. I'm going to put him on a leash and collar, and he's going to follow me around until he gets it. And the leash and collar are leadership training, and I would have to walk him. I would recommend at least a 15 to 20-minute walk per day. But I need to walk in front of him. So some things that I would do right then and there for my own pets if I was having a huge problem. So do I think it's a bad idea? What's the bad idea? No, it's not a bad idea to let's correct your dog and let's try to fix your dog, okay? 2, grooming your own dog yourself. It's not a bad idea, but you should gain some experience. And sometimes y'all have shopped with me. You have bought your clippers and tools with me. You have watched videos. Some of you have watched a video and groomed your dog in stages all together in the same moment. And you tell me about it. Some of you guys, like a groomer, has nicked your own dog. Okay. You're going to have to learn, but at least you're learning that one same dog over and over. You're not trying to throw yourself into a salon and say, I've never touched a dog and now I want to groom 16 different dogs every other day. And you got to learn all these different, you need to know about all these different things to make sure different eye contact, body move. You're not doing that. You're doing it with one dog, right? So why not? This is your dog. You're your dog's best advocate. Okay. So do I think it's a bad idea? You might be trying to groom your own dog. First, my answer would be no. However, you need to watch some videos. You need to, if you can get personal training, get some personal training. Don't think this is not an investment. It's an investment to save money, but also to make sure your dog isn't getting hurt, which means you need to also know kind of what to do before you might hurt him and make it worse for him, for you, and for the next groomer if you have to, find another groomer. So there's some things you need to do before you jump into it. Do some research, do some reading. I'm going to email her later, a long email I sent many of you, and it's changed over years, but the email keeps getting better and better. And there's a lot of tips and tools in that video, in that email that will teach you and help you. But the videos are here on my channel to help you. Can you learn how to groom solely through YouTube? I don't think so. I think you need hands-on. Could you take all the tips on YouTube on my channel and put them all together and groom your own dog and probably be successful? Yes, I believe you could do that. You cannot learn heavy-handedness over a video. You can't learn the smells through a video. You can't learn, there's some things that are face value, like touching the dog, handling that energy. You can see it and get fearful when I'm grooming an aggressive dog, but you're not in the same room. There's something you're still missing, right? That aspect of fear, which you will have fear, some kind of fear. I don't know what that fear is called, but you will have that cautious, and the dog might bite you. That fear is like awareness that this dog could be aggressive, and you are having that with your own self and your own dog. Then you also need to go, let me watch some of these aggressive videos and make sure I have the right tools and my energy is in the right place. Okay. So let me keep going. I hope I answered that question. She says, now, I also looked at your kits from your website, specifically the muzzle, cones, and face grooming stuff. Okay, so that means she knows her dog might bite her. And I'm trying to find a way so that I can familiarize my dog to grooming. Do you have any tips for me? To familiar yourself and your dog with grooming. 1, you need to practice with the tools, right? 2, you need to bring those tools out with your dog. And I recommend a table. And I said this before, if you don't want to have a table, you have your own table and it needs to have a lip on it and get an arm. Okay. Tammy Morgan, thank you so much. Okay, let me see. Please apply $10 to the elderly client. Thank you so much. I appreciate that donation. That came through Square Cash with our program. And the programs are on our description if you want to do it that way. Though, if you donate through the Square Cash app, we get 100% of that towards our business. Okay. Let me go back. Do you have any tips for me? Okay. Have a grooming arm and a grooming loop. Those 3 things, the table, the arm, and the loop, create leadership in grooming. You could not have a dog running around the table and trying to groom that dog, especially if it's aggressive. It will be really a nightmare. And then the other thing is you could also, with aggressive dog grooming training here, I recommend 2 people handling an aggressive dog. Both of the energy needs. When someone comes in for training on an aggressive dog, I'm going to have to pair you up. You're going to have to be paired up. I don't recommend, because I've been doing it so long and I've learned in my latter years of my career that with each aggressive dog, it should be 2 people handling it and 2 people getting paid, not just 1. So if you have an aggressive dog at home, you need to have 2 people handling that dog. And both people need to sit down and really talk about how they're going to play the grooming out. Who's going to use the tools, who's going to do the holding and focus and get the job done together and stay as safe as you can. Okay. I hope without injuring the pet anymore. When you injure a pet during grooming, you cause a very sharp trauma reaction. Sometimes if you do it once, they don't really recognize it. But if you do it over and over, then you will have a battle with the dog each time that they are being groomed by you. And then it gets worse. And then you see, no one can groom my dog. You see dogs like that. Dogs that have been injured over and over during grooming will be very vicious later on. Okay. So any tips that I could also give to you are, one, make sure you buy all the safety equipment that you'll need. Know that safety equipment is not 100%. So even though you're using a muzzle, don't think a dog could not bite your nose, the tip of your nose off by lunging and biting through the muzzle. The cone head can be pushed off. Everything can just not malfunction, okay? Thank you so much, Paris, for your donation. I appreciate that. Everything that you do and use and in life, nothing's 100%. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's 100% going to be alone. It might not go through. Is that 100% not? Is that 100% chemical not going to hurt my dog? Not 100%. Any chemical could harm any dog at any time, depending on the dog, the chemistry of the dog. All these things are, nothing's 100%, right? So you use a cone head. That gives you time to react. You use a muzzle. The dog can get the muzzle off too. The dog can bite through the muzzle. It doesn't matter how tight that muzzle is either. The muzzle could just pop off on accident. That's happened to me. So have the right tools for your situation and prepare for the worst, okay? I recommend, seriously, if you're going to start grooming an aggressive dog, you have some control, and some of that control is going to be your groom loop and your arm and your table, and I'm looking at that right here to my right. If you need all of those, if you are shopping and you need an affiliate link, if you need to buy these things, you can check our website. Please email me and let me know, okay? On our website, myfavoritegroomer.com, we do ship to Canada. So her next question is, do you ship to Canada? And I'm saying yes. Yes, we do. Okay. Okay. She keeps going here. And also, if I should still use the muzzle or cone when I know my dog will probably get nervous from it due to his recent bad experience with it. Yes, please make sure you have protection, because if he bites you, and I'm not sure, I think I might be able to incorporate another email, but if he bites you, it may all go downhill. You may be running to the hospital to get your tetanus shot now, and then the doctor says who bit you, and you say my dog, and he says, is your dog vaccinated? And you're like, he has one vaccination. Okay, so now he gets on a list of I bit my owner dog list, and then the city gets called, and the city comes out and talks to you, and all these things start to happen. Okay, so you need to make sure you do the best you can and stay as safe as you can. Please refer back to YouTube, My Favorite Groomer Aggressive, and see the aggressive dog grooming videos if you're going to attempt to do this at home, okay? No one can stop you from attempting to help your own self because of the situations that you've already been through with the groomers in your area. No one can stop you from trying to help your own dog, all right? I can try to coach you through YouTube and through email and through the phone, but nobody can stop you from helping your own dog. If someone doesn't like the answers, ask them to fly to Canada and groom your dog. Okay, which I will do, but I need to, at least in Canada, I think that the flights are really expensive. I probably need about 18 grooms, and I will come to your city. 18 international grooms in Canada in your neighborhood. So build up that list, have them all call me, have them do a deposit, and we'll come out and groom in Canada. Here she goes. Okay. She continues by saying, I also know he, Riley, or at home he is called Snowy, will definitely be fidgety and probably try to bite the clippers, and maybe even me if he's had enough. Would me trying to groom him still be a terrible idea? There's only one way to find out. You've got to give it a try. If he's matted, it's going to be worse. So after you get done with that first matted grooming, then a not matted dog will be easier to do, and he will be less likely to have anger or get upset because he's going through pain, okay? So let's get to a point where you're grooming him so regular that he's not matted when you are grooming him. And I don't know if he's matted now. I'm just saying. It's not a terrible idea. But is there a risk you might injure your dog? Yes. I'm good with a paintbrush, violin, bow, and used to the accurate, gentle, but firm idea. But I still have no experience whatsoever for holding clippers. And I'm definitely not going to be overly confident when I could hurt many people's animals with it. Could you please provide me with an idea or a quote or your approach to using clippers? So you can see on the 900 and something videos I have, A lot of the videos are my Andis 5-speed. So I'm going to tell you all the way that that's the clipper I enjoy using the most. It's the lighter clipper in my book. It saves your hand. And I just really enjoyed the size of that clipper. Okay. Especially for a dog with curls and sometimes matted hair. Okay. So we got some information there. Riley is a cockapoo. So any of the POO, poodle, labradoodle, golden doodle, that hair grows out and it grows out with curls. If you bathe a dog without brushing it all the way out, then you're going to run into knots and mats as it keeps on going on. Wet, dry, okay, without brushing. So yes, your first haircut might be a summer shave down, and then you can go into where you're using a guard cut to leave the hair a little longer, but you need to be brushing regularly or just doing that guard cut like on an every 2-week thing, if this was a home life for us. Riley is a cockapoo, big for his breed, but still medium-sized in general. So all that's kind of gibberish to me because medium size and big size and all that, I would need to weight. He's 30 pounds. He's 40 pounds. You know, he stands 25 feet tall, whatever. His fur can get pretty thick with the curls. So in his case, what size clippers would you use? I would use the Andis 5-speed. And I would buy them from Dee Dee. So go to myfavoritegroomer.com and check out the Andis 5-speed. After all the ranting and asking for advice and tips, truthfully and initially, I only wanted to email you to say thanks, and still do. So she put some hearts here. You guys doing okay? Are you hanging in there? This is long, isn't it? Okay. You guys doing okay? I'm going to stop for a second here. Okay, here we go. So, because really it was supposed to be a simply written fan letter, but it got longer than I thought. Thank you for your patience with aggressive and nervous dogs. Thank you for your genuine kindness and generosity in sharing your expertise and knowledge on YouTube for everyone to learn. And thank you for your efforts for the PTSD service dogs. I will definitely visit your GoFundMe page and refer my friends and peers to it. My dog introduced me to another side of love I never knew before. That sounds really corny, but seriously, whenever we come back from the groomers all stressed and blamed for my dog's bad behavior, instead of anyone understanding my dog's nervousness, anxiety, and bad experiences in the past, I am just thankful that there are people like you for other people who have similar experiences. I respect your work, passion, and attitude so much, and I hope you all the best to come. If you could, I hope you can, answer my questions written in this long email. I hope I have. If you can't, I still hope you see that I admire, appreciate, and respect your work a lot. Although it saddens me that we can't visit your salon, I hope we can send you love and support from afar from Canada. All the best, Hazel and Riley. So thank you, Hazel and Riley, for your writing. And I really appreciate your questions, your feedback, your positive powwow for me. It really boosts me and makes me feel I'm valued, and that means a lot to me. Thank you very much. To many of you doing the same thing and thinking the same way, thank you for watching our videos, being a part of what we do. For me to sit down and just share information, share stories. I really want to have more of these moments. Like if I can make it a weekly thing, I will. Share these stories from many of you. I mean, this woman is in Canada, okay? She's not in Texas. And I am just blessed. I am doing something I love to do, educating so many of you guys out there, sharing my expertise and the value I have in what I do and for what other groomers do and what you pet parents are going through when you have a groomer that might need additional experience or additional education. And so honestly, with the disappointment in that groom girl, I would probably call her back and say, hey, look, check out this YouTube channel. You might learn a few things. And if you don't check out the YouTube channel, go to Super Zoo. Go visit a place where there's extra education that you might get working with other groomers that could either help you or you can learn more, or just, hey, I didn't really feel like you worked well with me and my dog, and this is why. And here's some things that you can do to further your education in working with hard to handle aggressive dogs, because they're out there everywhere. And if they get put in a bad situation, they get worse. Okay. Michelle P., thank you so much for your donation. Appreciate that. Perfect kitten. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Do you push through grooming when the dogs say enough? Perfect Kitten, I think you need to watch a lot of videos because you'll see me say, do you want me to keep going if the pet parent's there? If the pet parent is not there and the dog is really showing some serious signs, I call the pet owner and say, I'm going to stop here. Is it okay with you? Or I just say, I'm going to stop here. I don't care if it's okay with you. I am just going to be the advocate for the pet at that moment, which is why a lot of groomers don't like me because I will not blow dry a dog I am deemed very stressed out. And I'm glad because this is my salon. And if I feel like a dog is going through too much, I really do want to pull the line right there and say, look, this is too much. The dog's going through too much. But there's a couple dogs that I've groomed over the years with the pet parent standing there. And they are acting like a wild mess. And I have said, I'm ready to stop. Are you? Do you want me to stop? How do you feel? I feel like the dog's stressed out. Are you ready to stop? And how many have you guys seen it? You guys are out there. I know you've seen them. They'll be like, no, don't. The owner will be like, no, we need to go through this. No. Can you do the face more? No. Can you please try to get that more? Have you guys seen it? I know you have. If you have been here for 5 years watching our YouTube, you have heard it and seen it. That I really leave it up to the pet parent when they're standing there. I will, there was a couple, I was like, this is good enough for me. And they're like, no, not for me. It is up to the pet parent. I don't make that decision when the owner is standing there and the dog is still really matted or the ears are just matted or the owner cannot get a grip on the dog. And I feel like the dog's had enough, but there's a lot of face mattedness. I can think of, an African-American woman holding her Shih Tzu. And I looked at her and I was like, okay, this dog we're cutting it. We really need to finish up here, but what do you want to do? What do you want to do? So I have cut it short and I will give it the opportunity to end the session. There's a time where you need to do that. Do you want a dead dog or do you want, so I push the limit sometimes. Each one of them didn't die, but I've made it aware. But you have to think the way I groom, we're really not over an hour, right at an hour or less. And some of those aggressive dogs were right at like 45 minutes anyway. But 45 minutes of anxiety, high struggle, you really do need to say, hey, so imagine what other places are doing. Imagine having a dog for 6 hours, 8 hours. Okay, we've heard those stories. I've done those videos. The owner tells us how long the other groomers had them and all that stuff. And then you compare them to Dee Dee and what you see. And it's just like, well, you have no idea what's out there that's not on YouTube, right? Okay. Does it make sense? Renee Fisher. Woohoo. Wow. Extreme donation from Renee Fisher. Thank you so much, girl. Woohoo. Yow. Thank you. Renee is awesome. Thank you so much, Renee. Okay. So again, this is this picture. I've been looking at the echo of the TV of the picture. This is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous picture. Sue. Woohoo. Thank you for the donation, Sue. Woohoo. Yeah. All right. So, I want to keep going, but I'm gonna probably end it there. It's been 30 minutes. Let me just say a couple things. When you're gonna groom your own dog, before you go there, email me and make sure you have the tool list. And I'm going to send you this extremely long tool list. I've sent it out I could probably go back and count, probably 16,000 times. Okay. And you guys can do the dog upstand emoji if you're a member. If you're not a member, then you can just do a purple heart. How many have you got that email? The email's like 6 pages long. It's got news links, a couple news links. Showing you how knockoff equipment can still go through. It's got a knockoff equipment link. It has information about the tool. It tells you why I would do this and why I would do that. It tells you a couple different clippers that you can go with, one being cheaper than the Andis 5-speed. It tells you videos on how to put on your guards now. I mean, I have really spent a lot of time on the email. I want you to go through it because it has so much information. And if you're not a groomer, even if you are a beginning groomer, why not get the education that I'm sending you for free? So you email me, hey, Dee Dee, I really need that tool list. Let me read what you have to say. It's really important that I see your perspective because you have already wasted the money on tools that you don't want me to get. And I appreciate that. I want to shop with you. So send me the tool list, right? Because I have gone through so many clippers, you guys. You have no idea. I have gone through so many clippers, so many nail trimmers, muzzles, and muzzles I don't resell. I like having a bunch of different muzzles back there. If they don't fit, oh well, they go in the muzzle pile. That's just one thing. I have tried probably 6 different brushes in my career, and since I found the one I love and it works great, it's the only one I want you to buy. I don't want you to buy a bunch of other junk. I know this will work for you, and I've already done that. So why not take that valuable, costly experience and just get the grit of the grit, okay? So that's what the email is for. So if you're going to groom your own pet, Diana, thank you. Diana, thanks for the donation. If you're going to groom your own pet, get the email first. Take 3 days to read it in sections because it's a lot of information. I give you homework in the email. Tells you to go and do a few things first, and then go and do those things and really sit down and go, okay, I have no idea what I want to do. So I need to go watch some videos. I need to go do some research. I need to find out what's important and what's not important. In order for me to do your face, your dog's face, what do I need? In order for me to do the body, what brushes do I really need for your breed? It'll be in that email, right? So make sure you get the email first. That's kind of the first step. I would not go spend $2,000 worth of tools, which is, this is right about $2,000 worth of tools, if not more. I would not spend $2,000 worth of tools not knowing how to use the tool, when to use the tool, and which tool I really need for my dog. So make sure you get that email, and then you'll be in a better place as you make decisions on how you're going to start grooming yourself. Okay. So grooming yourself, there's some tips to know too. You can nick your dog, and every blade is sharp. You can nick yourself. You can brush your own finger and it'll hurt. You can ping yourself with the brush, and I did today. Let me see if it's bleeding still. I hit that brush, and it went right under my nail. It started bleeding. I was like, crap, get alcohol, peroxide. You need to clean it now. So there's a lot of things that can happen, and a lot of times you can hurt yourself or hurt the dog. So you want to take things in stages, and that email is going to tell you, hey, start off with this scissor if you've never used a scissor before. Or don't use a scissor. Use a clipper only until you feel confident with the clipper. I mean, so confident you're like, meow, I'm going to leave you a mohawk. You're really good with the clipper. Not all these big patches of hair missing. Get good with the clipper. When you get good with the clipper, then you can move into scissors, right? This is if you are not going to go in and buy some training for yourself. So the next thing is, hey, I want to come out, Dee Dee. Give me a place to stay. I want a 2-day class with you. And I want to, at least when I leave there, be able to do a body haircut and do something with the clippers on a dog's face. So when I come back home to Canada, I'm going to be able to feel a little bit more confident. Book that training with me. Book that hands-on training with me, okay? And then you have this plan, right? I went to college, man. I had to go to school every day. 8 to 4, vacations off. I didn't take any vacations off. Summer vacations, I went straight through, got my bachelor's degree in 2 years, nonstop working, and I worked full-time doing it too. So you want education. You want to learn something, you need to invest in it yourself. So I would. As a matter of fact, one of these days I will be going to Japan. I'm going to go to Japan and learn straight up the Japanese grooming, even if I'm not going to do it every day. Japanese grooming takes a lot longer than 1 hour grooming. Hours. You're going to be hours with an animal, and you don't want to stress the animal out either. That soft Korean haircutting takes more than an hour to accomplish that. And it's going to take time, money, and experience. So I could not learn that on YouTube. I need to go to class. I would want to do it face-to-face, and then I would know what I'm doing, and I would feel more confident. So it's the same idea. You need training, contact me, okay? You can get a hold of us in the description of the video, or you can just go to myfavoritegroomer.com. There's a bunch of different ways to get a hold of us there. All right, so Angela McGee, woohoo! Angela McGee, thank you so much for your donation. Woo! Okay, so smash the like button if you haven't smashed it already. And we're about to close out the feed. I just want to say thank you so much for writing your emails. Thanks for shopping with us at myfavoritegroomer.com. Thanks for supporting us no matter where you're at, sharing it with your veterinarians, your local groomers, saying, hey, check this stuff out. Go get the Dog Up Stand at dogupstand.com. Let us be a part of what you do. And hashtagging us on Instagram and Twitter will allow me to see what you guys are doing out there, grooming your own dogs or groomers using our equipment. We sell everything we use. And that's one thing I love is that if you need a place to get grooming equipment, you can actually call and get me on the phone and I'll talk to you. Some places you are just ordering something and you might be able to refund it and all this stuff, but you don't physically get someone on the phone to help you understand what that equipment is supposed to, and maybe it's the wrong thing you needed. When you call me and ask me these things, it may take me a day to get back to you, but when you call and ask me these things, I'm going to answer you and give you my honest opinion. Even though I sell it, it's pretty unbiased because I will get off the phone and not have sold you anything, So sometimes, and you'll see that in our reviews, you'll be like, I talked to this lady for 2 hours and she talked me right out of getting my aggressive dog in for a brushing. I was like, you can brush your own dog at home. Let's see what we need to do. Let's see how we can accomplish this. And I talked to this lady for 2 hours, 2 hours of my time for free. And she was happy with the results. And I told her, okay, try that out. If it doesn't work, call me. I'm still here. So sometimes it's not about money. It's about helping other people. Just pay it forward. All right, you guys. Roberta, thank you for your donation. Is that Luxembourg money or what? Luxembourg? Lou? European? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your guys' donations. I appreciate you. We are going to close out now. What a wonderful gift. This is Brownie wearing his shoes. I hope to get more of these. Man, I'd almost sell it. It's so gorgeous, but I really want to keep it. I'm going to keep this. All right, you guys, we love you so much, man. Thanks for being here. We have some really cool stuff coming, so make sure the bell is on YouTube so you get the notification, and that means that you will get an email saying, hey, Dee Dee's live, or hey, Dee Dee's got a new video out there. So make sure you keep up with that. I want to make sure you're on there. Okay, you guys, I love you, and thanks so Northern Ireland. So cool, man. What's up, Ireland? All right, we love you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you in some way, shape, or form, and I hope Hazel gets to see this later. All right. We really appreciate you guys. Thanks for your gifts, your love, your letters, your emails, your everything, supporting us. I just love you back, okay? So we'll talk to you later. Let me see. Is that it, babe? Bye, you guys. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter. What's today? It's Passover Friday. What is it? What's today? Easter Friday. So enjoy your families.
Friday.
What's that?
Good Friday.
Good Friday. Thank you. Happy Good Friday to y'all out there, and happy Easter. So enjoy your time with your families and your dogs. We don't have them long enough, so definitely have them, love them. And thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you later. Maybe we'll see you on gaming. Me and you gaming this evening. We might see you. Bye. See you later. Peace. Love you guys. We'll go out looking at Brownie's picture here.